Daily doses of hope with me, Hope, your speaker. I'm here to encourage you because that's what I do. You may have heard this saying, you can't hustle a hustler. But in today's talk, I'm going to tell you why your inner hustler will get you to wherever you want to be in life. That thought of you can't hustle a hustler, it's thought of as this person who may be street smart that may try to get one over you. In my context, this is not what it is. In fact, it's the complete opposite. When I say you can't hustle a hustler because I am it, what that means is you will never outwork me. You will never outrun me. You will never jump higher than me. And for you, this means to bring out your inner hustler. I am relentless. I am relentless about what I want. When I say I'm relentless, I know what it's going to take to have what I want. It will take discomfort. It will take early mornings. It will take running longer. It will take not eating that dessert because I always want to be in my most optimal physical wellness. So when I say you can never out hustle a hustler, that means you can never outwork me in life. A lot of this comes from my time as a flight attendant. Most people just see flight attendants on the plane. We look beautiful. I am the self-confessed best flight attendant in the world, whether I'm retired now or when I was flying. I am the best flight attendant in the world. This is where this hustle mentality comes in. I am the best flight attendant in the world because I made it a priority. I was always going to be a problem solver. That I was always going to enjoy my day, that I was not going to be average. I was not going to let anyone's bad trip, bad day ruin my day. I challenged myself anytime I had a customer who had a problem, I challenged myself, how can I be the solution? Instead of hearing their problem and complaining to my colleagues, I would bring that to me and say, where is the solution in this? The only question that needs to be asked is, where is the solution? How am I the solution? What am I doing in this moment to bring about the solution, the change? And when I speak about you can't out hustle a hustler, that's what it means in that scenario. If I am there to be of service as a flight attendant, I'm going to go above and beyond because I want to leave the customer with that thought of, wow, that person immediately found a solution. They had a smile, they were pleasant, and it was uneventful. And when I speak about bringing out your inner hustler, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take the higher part of you to ask yourself, how can I be of service? How can I serve myself? How can I serve others? How can I find the solution? How can I work harder? How can I get to where I want to be instead of looking at where I've been but not quite where I'm at? And that hustle ignites a fire. What that fire does is it creates every scenario for you to be your best. And I remember on the plane, I would have other flight attendants and they would say, wow, I never thought of that. Well, duh, you ain't me. I know you haven't thought of that. But that's the point, to think differently. When we think differently in life, we have different results. So how does this apply to you? Maybe at this time you don't have the amount of money that you want. Maybe at this time you don't have the physical strength that you want. Maybe at this time you're not in the place in life that you want, and that's a great starting point. The best part is knowing where you're at currently so you can go towards where you want to be. But when I speak about you can never out hustle a hustler, it starts with that first step. Where am I? If it's money, where am I? What have I been repeating? I looked at myself in that situation and said, okay, there were a few times where I was a bit too lax with my spending when there wasn't as much coming in. That's great. That isn't the time to say you always overspend, there's not enough. No, because at that moment in time, you're realizing this is what I need to fix. How can I fix this? Do I need to go online and read about financial literacy? Do I need to actually budget? Do I know how to budget? How do I feel about money? Do I feel safe with money? Start asking your questions. To begin to out-hustle yourself is to, number one, look at where you're at. Look at where you're at. We know where you want to go, you know where you have been, but look at where you are at currently, because then you can have a vantage point of how to get to where you want to go next. But as soon as you have that, you know what to work towards. You're not guessing. You're not in the same train of thought. And that immediately puts you at an edge. That gives you that edge, because not only do you know where you are, and you know where you want to go, but you can actively start changing your habits. Secondly, to outwork your inner hustler, you gotta get hungry. You have to want this. You have to not be lax about this. There has to be more in you than, I'll just take what I can get. Because if you just take what you can get, that is what you're going to get. But often, if you take what you're going to get, you will often get less than what you deserve. And we don't want to do that, because then that leads into another cycle of, now I have even less. Why did I put myself in this situation? And it starts with a lot of questions that don't feel good in our body. Outworking yourself, it means to get hungry, to get focused, to get determined, to push yourself to be better than you have been in that current moment. Look at our vantage point. Where are we currently? Secondly, we want to know that we are doing better than our best. I'm no longer going to do the average. I'm no longer going to take scraps. I'm no longer just going to show up how I used to show up. Now, oh, I'm hungry. Now, oh, I'm focused. Now, I'm unstoppable, because nothing is going to take me from this champion mindset. Nothing is going to outwork me, because I'm going to prove to myself that I can outwork whoever and however I have shown up before. The third step to out-hustle the hustler, determine you're worth it. A lot of times we just don't take action because we don't feel worthy of it. We don't feel like we deserve it. We don't feel like it should be ours. So if we feel this way, why would you ever give yourself more? If you don't think you deserve it, you definitely aren't going to hustle for it. You aren't going to visualize it for yourself. If you don't think you deserve it, you're not even going to accept the fact that it can be yours. It's that thought of, I deserve this. I'm worthy of this. I can get this. This is mine, instead of, I can't get this. I've never had it. No one in my family has had it. It's going to be too hard. I don't have what it takes. No, we're switching out of that mindset immediately. The mindset is now, I deserve it. It deserves my name on it. It deserves to be in my hand. And I deserve it just because I say it. You don't need any other permission to have it other than you just saying it, other than you just thinking it, other than you just visualizing it. So when I started this talk of you can't out-hustle a hustler, this is what it's going to take. For you to bring out your inner hustler, do these three things. Number one, start with where you are now. Assess your conditions. As flight attendants during our reoccurrent training, when we would look out the airplane window if there was an emergency, we had to look out the window to assess conditions. Is there fire outside? Are we in the ocean? Is there debris? Where am I currently? And once I know that, I can navigate the world around me. So check in with yourself and see, where am I currently? What are my conditions? How can I start in this moment with what I have? From there, we're going to move on to the second step. The second step is to do more than what you have been doing. If you want to keep getting what you're getting, just keep doing what you're doing. But if we've already started with the first step of assessing our conditions, now we're moving on to the second step of, oh, I'm going to do more. I'm going to believe in myself more. I'm going to dream more. I'm going to push myself more. I'm going to have more stamina. I'm actually going to be more positive, because when we put more into ourselves, more shows up in the world around us. So when you want to out-hustle your inner hustler, number one, start with assessing your conditions. Where am I currently? Then you move on to the second step and you decide to pour more into yourself to have a result that is more of what you have been receiving. And then we get on to the third step, believing you are worthy of it, that you deserve it. And you deserve it for the simple reason that you say you deserve it. That is it. You don't have to deserve it because you've worked so hard. You can deserve it just because you've made that decision in this moment. I deserve to have that. I deserve this. I'm worthy of this. I feel good to have this. I can't wait to have this. That's how you outwork your inner hustler. Assess your conditions, do more than what you have been doing, and tell yourself you're worthy of what you want, because you are. And you're well on your way of out hustling any hustle that you've ever had, okay? Go out and hustle and get it and feel good about it, because that's what it's about. And once you complete your success story, share it with others, because you never know how your story will encourage someone else. I am Hope. This is Hope is Speaking. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to light the fire under you. I'm here to tell my stories from my colorful life so we can all unite and just see the beauty that is deep within us. Share with me how this has encouraged you, and let's keep going, because the hustle never stops. But I'll tell you this, when you win, it only increases your wins. So go out and win, and then come back and let me know how good it feels to win. I will see you in the next video.